Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Houston Fieldhouse for today's big game. It's the Super East Collegiate Hockey League matchup. It's the UNH Wildcats and the Engineers of RPI. RPI wearing their home whites with black pants, red trim. They move it quickly into the zone. It's shot by Yoon that goes over the top of the net. It was Kevin Yoon with the opportunity there right off the get-go. Now a pass in front, skips all the way free and out of the zone. Pass Richardson, or Brett Rooney, I should say, and out to center ice. Wildcats on the attack, huge hit in the corner. It's going to draw a penalty. As it's Ryan Strager going off here. Oh, I was going to say. It is Louis Olivieri, the sophomore from Clarence, New York, going off, I beg your pardon. An early power play for the Wildcats in this game. A chance for UNH to set up. It's intercepted. Kyle DeVault to center shorthanded, flipped in on goal. Easy stop by Joey Sola. And back come the Wildcats here. Into the zone and taking a hit is Daniel Groark, one of the top scorers for this UNH squad. Groark fifth on the club, 26 points coming into the weekend. So the point for Austin Sprague, the team's point leader, gets it back from Groark. Groark, center blue line, faked his shot, over to Sprague, back up top. Half fanned on the shot, it trickles to the corner as Liam McBain watched it go. And a good stick to break it up out of the zone, shorthanded, and flipping it in was Nate Foster. But back quickly come the Wildcats, shot right on, a second save made by McBain, and it trickles to the corner. Patrick Holmes can't corral it, and the Engineers clear. With speed out of their own end come the Wildcats. This is Brendan Murphy. Broken up at the line, and a clearing effort did enough to get it out of the zone. Right back in, however, and back out. Played by Sola. Could have gotten in trouble there. Here's Andrew Caskey, 6'1" Bloom defenseman from Barnstable. I believe that's Massachusetts. Don't know, but Barnstable, New Hampshire. Wrist shot coming. That one skips wide. The penalty is over. Engineers kill it off. Puck to center ice, controlled by Brian Brown out of Flemington, New Jersey. Lets the puck run. Josh Hewitt jumps on it for RPI into the zone. Takes a wrist shot. Skips right in. It's a goal for Josh Hewitt. And it's 1-0 RPI. Sola did not catch that one cleanly. It skipped into the net. The goal for Hewitt is just his second of the year. Played out to center ice. Here's Sprague, the team's top scorer. Stick handling around Richardson, fed in front, and they score. Just like that, we're tied at 1. I think that's Alex Ossinger who picks up the goal. Or I beg your pardon, Brown. Although Sprague is claiming the goal is his. If it's Sprague, then it is his team leading 20th of the year. I thought Brown might have gotten a touch to it. If it's Brown's, it's his 5th. We'll have to figure out the official scoring there. Huge hit thrown by Hennick along the wall. So quickly a 1-1 game. Puck back out to center ice. Tracking it down is Rooney. He takes a hit, flips it towards the line. It's kept in there. Thrown towards goal by Matthew Lambert. Taking it away, Rooney. Olivieri can't clear it out. Now it's at the side of the cage, and we're going to get a whistle here as the puck is frozen. 15:39 to play first period, 1-1 RPI and UNH. Shot coming from the point, takes a couple deflections on its way through, never got to McBain. Twisting and turning in the corner, another penalty coming up on RPI. That was Murphy with a good change of direction. He was upended by the defensive stick and right back to the power play. Goes New Hampshire. This time they got Hewitt, the goal scorer. So Josh Hewitt, the senior, picks up goal number 2 on the year, but he heads right to the box. Hewitt out of Plainsfield, New Hampshire. So playing against his home state's largest college in New Hampshire. That one skips by Dominique Veluzzi. And the Engineers will clear to center on the carry. Nick Ambry shoots it in. Junior out of Smithtown, New York. Former Suffolk Junior Islander of the EMJHL. Veluzzi back into RPI territory, broken up by Richardson. Hennick throws a hit, or make it Mannion rather. And before the Engineers fire it down, Sola will stop it there. Fired out to center, now back into the defensive zone. It's Groark. Stolen away by DeVault. Backhand flip wide of goal, broken up by Sprague. Veluzzi with some pressure coming from DeVault. DeVault goes hard into the corner boards. He's back up on his feet, good to see. Puck out to center. DeVault back checking, trying to win it away from Veluzzi. Veluzzi hands it off for Sprague. Or Groark rather. Groark gives it to Voloshin. Let the Engineers fire it back down. Penalty, another 45 seconds left on it. Pass too far out in front of Murphy, who's a good skating defenseman, moves it into the zone anyway. Murphy, all the way around he goes. There's a man up front, up top I should say. It's Kasky, slap shot coming, saved by McBain. He'll cover the rebound. A couple of Wildcats were lurking, including Patrick Holmes. 5'7" winger out of Norfolk, Massachusetts. Good clearance on the kill, wide of the net, but flung all the way down the ice by Brett Rooney, the sophomore from Seaford, New York. Wildcats have it here. Holmes with some pressure from Mannion, stolen away by Camadilla. Teo Camadilla to the slot, backhand in front, trying to find Mannion down low for the shorthanded try. Hewitt out of the box. Here comes Kasky anyway, fed on goal, rebound swatted to the corner. Good defensive play that time by the Engineers. Now Holmes with it to the point. Harrington shot high and wide. Will be controlled now by Hewitt. Throws it off the back of the net to himself. A little bit too tricky there for Hewitt. UNH penalty, or bench wanted a penalty. Not going to get it called here. Murphy centering pass, intercepted by Camadilla. Touches it out to center. Fed back, nearly handled there, but not. A good try there by Faulkner. Back comes Veluzzi, centering pass intercepted. Chipped high off the glass by Query to center ice. Shot back in once more by Harrington. Faulkner turns it up ice. Has a man breaking into the zone. Elects to just dump it in. That's McGivney going after it. Now cleared all the way down. They're going to wave off the icing right away. So McBain is out of the net to play it. Tanner Richardson outletted ahead. Touched on for McGivney, and now further dump in try. Second effort gets it into the zone. In on goal, Sola. That'll pop into his glove in the end as Faulkner and Query were crashing. Olivieri has it poke free to center ice. And it'll be covered. That was Kyle Scansarella, who worked the puck into the RPI zone. Trying to keep it in was McNamara. He does so, but the Engineers have it high in the air to center ice. Swatted at, now a 3-on-1 for the Engineers. Walking in, Olivieri trying to go up top. Save made by the goaltender. Sola making up for maybe an earlier blunder on RPI's only goal of this game. A little bit of a soft one he gave up to Hewitt from the slot. Now a puck flipped wide of a goal. DeVault was in the middle on the deflection. Shot way wide from the point. .10:39 on the clock in the first period. 1-1 is the score. Puck trickles by Camadilla. Hand pass called. And the faceoff will stay in the UNH zone. Sanford to take the draw, wins it cleanly. They work it back to Richardson, who plays it deep. Shot around towards the point. Wrist shot coming from Richardson. Big rebound. Mannion trying to jump on it. It's knocked away. Voloshin to center ice. Takes a hit. Stays on the puck. Flip near side. Nearly picked by Sanford. Has Camadilla with him on the forecheck. But it's swept away by Groark. McBain can't slow that dump in down. Kept in at the point. Off Sanford's skate. Played by Ambry. Now a high shot. Is gloved by McBain. Long one from Caskey. McBain sees it all the way, and he holds on. McBain from Tualatin, Washington. 5'10", 170 freshman. Battle in the corner. Rooney spins away from some pressure. Fires it ahead. Nice catch on an aerial pass by Query. Puck towards center and into the offensive zone. Faulkner's offside, and we have a whistle. .9:42 to play, first period. RPI and New Hampshire ACHA hockey here on RPI TV. We thank you for joining us on this cold evening in Troy, where it feels as if it's almost as cold in here as it is outside. And now there's an Engineer headed off the ice. Sean Sanford, I'm not sure what happened at all. Couldn't tell you. Trying to find out. Query, but he's not on the ice anymore. He's on his way back to the locker room, and right now he's talking to some fans in the crowd. Not something you'll see in any other level, folks, but you have it here. Here's Selesky for UNH, shooting it in. Wide of the goal. Rooney kicks it to himself, shoots it in the air, kept in for a second. Now it's played out to center ice. Turn right back around is Murphy. Into the RPI zone, steps around Hewitt, looking for the wraparound. He'll move it all the way to the near circle. His pass back to the point for Harrington off the mark. It'll be tracked down at center by Michael Selesky. 6'4" out of Hingham Bass. As Murphy moves it right back into the offensive zone. Stolen away by Olivieri. Played it neatly through his own legs, but he gave it away. Zachary Murad. And we get a penalty here away from the puck, as they're going to get Hewitt for his second penalty of the period. And now we get a misconduct. Hewitt's going to get, I believe, 2 and 10 here for saying something to the official. Captain Adam Hennick over to talk to the referee. So Hewitt will be in the box for 10 minutes. Someone will serve his 2-minute minor penalty. Foster will serve the minor penalty. Ambry trying to clear, didn't get anything on it. Olivieri over to help out. He's tied up now by Veluzzi. Big old pile up along the wall. Finally peeled out of there by Beloshin. Veluzzi, or make it Sprague. It's Rourke now. Cycling around behind the cage. Dominic Veluzzi. Poked away by Olivieri. Right back on it is Voloshin. Sprague at the point. Tipped off the stick, but the Engineers don't clear. Now a centering pass skips on through. Good awareness there by Veluzzi. Hops up along the wall. Engineers a chance to clear it all the way down, and they do. 1 minute left on the New Hampshire power play. Sprague with speed through the neutral zone. Into the attacking end, pulls it back, takes a wrister, blocker save by McBain. Sprague on it once again. Center blue line wrister, saved by McBain, a clearing effort all the way down by the Engineers. That time it was Rooney. Sola stops it up there, leaves it at the side of the cage for Daniel Groark. Groark now on the rush. 30 seconds on the power play, Groark in. Behind the net, feeds it to the corner for Murphy. Now Sprague, back to Murphy at the half wall. Sprague, top of the circle. Fake a slap shot from the far point. Blocked by the Engineers. Chipped to center. Brown has it knocked right around Camadilla, who was looking to break in shorthanded. 15 seconds remain on the power play. Another poke check. Camadilla knocks it away there. Murphy claims it for New Hampshire. And he'll turn it up ice. Brown on the move. Staying onside. Were the Wildcats. Penalty over. Puck in the air. Caskey knocks it down. And it'll be played by Foster off the wall and all the way down the ice. And on for a teammate. Centering pass. One-timer, and Query missed the net. Great chance that time. McGivney waited for Query to show up. And the shot just missed the goal. Now a giveaway at the line. Murphy will skate back the other way, 2-on-2. Drop pass for Holmes, and an interference call. Going to go on New Hampshire here with 6:08 to go in the first period. They tried a little exchange at the top of the circle, but after the pass was made, Murphy took his man out, and that's not legal. Power play for RPI. There's second of the game. Will be served by Murphy, who's shown some good offensive talents in this game. Skate with the puck from the defensive spot, but that time he got in the way of one of the Engineers and took an interference call. DeVault looking for the backdoor feed. Too many sticks in the way. That one hops out of play. We'll have a stoppage. 12 seconds into the RPI man advantage. We'll draw it up. Puck kicked out. Clearing effort. Kept in along the boards nicely by Ambry. DeVault rings it in, but nobody home on the far side. Richardson pinching in, clearing effort, kept in by Olivieri. Thinks about a slapper, feeds it far side. Richardson, wrister, that goes wide. Ambry now pinching up the wall once more. Plays it down low, that'll skip by DeVault. Clearing into the bench, and we'll have a face-off coming in the New Hampshire zone. 5:31 to go in the first, 1:24 left on the New Hampshire power play. Face off, I should say, poked by Hennick. And now cleared towards the line. Better be careful there. Ambry didn't draw a penalty himself. I think he got out of the way just in time, or he could have been called for interference. Olivieri runs into Brown, or make it to Grork in the corner. Clearing try, glove down by Richardson. Halfway through the power play for RPI. They work it up the boards. DeVault to a knee, takes a hit, stays on the puck. Still DeVault. Fending off Grork, works it down low for Hennick. Hennick on the backhand, turning, shooting from no angle, loose to the side of the cage. Clearing try, this time it's worked all the way down by Caskey. Rooney threw it up the boards, it'll hop out of play. 29 seconds left on the RPI power play, 4:37 on the clock in the first. Both of these teams part of the Super East Collegiate Hockey League. This is the first season for RPI in the SE CHL. Of course, all a part of ACHA's Division II. That one loosened someone's equipment, I think, or stuck in someone's equipment. They'll have to shake it out. Shot coming, Rooney wide. Camadilla from no angle. That was blocked by bodies, and now we get a whistle here, and the net came off, I think. With still 8 seconds left on the power play. Face off one back to Foster. 3 seconds on the power play. Foster, Camadilla has it in the skates. Fired wide out of the box, Murphy. And he'll jump right on the puck, tip it along. Here they come. Scansorella shoots it in. Stick handling in deeper is Selesky. Back to the point, Harrington. Fired across, wrister coming, save McBain, he'll cover. And draw the whistle. Played behind the cage. Josh Hewitt with RPI's goal, his second of the year. Brian Brown credited with the goal for New Hampshire. For Brown, it is his 5th of the season. Now Sprague dangling through everybody, but McBain made the stop in the end. What a move by McBain, or Sprague rather. And then McBain denied him. Quarry just lost it at center ice. Sprague right back on it. You can see why he's the top scorer for this UNH team, as he just walked half of the RPI skaters out there. Richardson fed on for Olivieri. His pass to center ice off the mark, looking for Kevin Yoon. Fired right back in by New Hampshire. Richardson now throws a hit along the near boards. Holmes. Rourke a shot. Glove stop by McBain. That one may have been headed wide, but he made sure by snagging that one. Stick handling into the slot, comes free to Caskey, a drive, and another stop by McBain. He has been solid in this one so far for RPI. As has Joey Sola. After giving up that early goal, he has settled down as the period has gone along. DeVault off the boards to center ice, bouncing puck into the zone. Olivieri has a man with him. It's Hennick, shot coming over the top. There's a 2-on-1, and Olivieri elected to shoot instead of trying to find Hennick on a pass across. That play broken up by Rooney, kept in at the point, save again in a glove stop. They're wearing out that left mitt of Liam McBain, continuing to fire that side, and he continues to snag them. 1:53 to go in the period. Played by Hennick, he can't clear the zone. Brown tied up over there, lost the puck. And we get a whistle. I think they're going to get both players in this case. Sprague and Hennick, I believe, are both going off for penalties here. They were tangled up. We're going to play 4-on-4 for the rest of the period and a little more. Hennick and Sprague both off. Josh Hewitt still in the box serving his 10-minute misconduct penalty, which I believe is over in a little bit. Shot coming, pad save by McBain, the try by Selesky. Poked at by Devin Sprague. There's Austin and Devin Sprague. The scoring leader is Austin, the one in the box. Devin, the one who just played the puck. Mannion, long outlet pass, just missed Camadilla. Now Salo's going to have some trouble out of the net. Camadilla fed it in front, but nobody there. In fact, Foster has to skate back to his own zone to find it. Good idea for Mannion. Long outlet pass, just a little bit too far for Camadilla. Under a minute to go in the first period. 1-1, RPI and UNH. Rooney, stick handling through his own zone. Into the offensive end, Rooney. Shot coming, he scores! What a shot by Brett Rooney. He went up top and gives the Engineers the lead with just 36.3 seconds left in the period. Great shot by Rooney. What a play. Turned into a little bit of a 2-on-1 down low, and he just ripped it into the top right corner. A goal for Rooney, just his third of the year. So a couple of blue liners getting on the board for RPI in this one. But this late first period goal can really help the Engineers out if they can keep it into the intermission. A shot by Holmes, easy stop there for McBain. Olivieri up ahead. Here is DeVault all by himself, 1-on-2 into the attacking zone. Poked away from him. He'll fire it anyway. It was blocked by Rourke, and now through and onto the stick of Olivieri. Olivieri making a move, hip check thrown by Caskey, and that will do it for period number 1. The Engineers score first and last in the period, including a goal, a highlight reel finish from Brett Rooney. We will step aside here from the Houston Fieldhouse and be back with more. You're watching RPI ACHA Hockey on RPI TV. Underway in the second period. New Hampshire and RPI. Holmes looking ahead for Caskey, trying to move it into the zone. Gets around Richardson. And we get a whistle here. And I don't know why. Well, both players came out of the penalty box. And the clock still had penalty time on it. That might be it. That's my guess. Now they take the penalties off. The referees are going to talk about it. It was 4-on-4, so, I mean, if we're cool with it, they're cool with it. Like, if they both come out of the box at the same time, is it really a big problem? I don't know. Referees are smiling. He doesn't know. He just wants to know why they came out of the box before the time was up. Up here, we're saying, let's just be cool. Trickling on goal, smothered by McBain. He was wrong-footed on the initial shot, then he smothered it. He had to reach back with that left arm to haul the puck in. Off the boards, bouncing puck played by Hennick. With a couple slashes to Groark. Ambry lofting it in the air, trying to glove it down to Vault. Played by Austin Sprague. And now moving into the RPI zone. Wrist shot coming. Save McBain. Has it squeezed between the pads. He'll hold on to it there. On the shot by Veluzzi. Rister from the point. Rebound squirts away. The net comes off. It was kicked off by McBain, or was it? Referee looked like he was pointing outside the zone, but I think it was kicked off by the freshman netminder. Engineers have a 2-1 lead thanks to a late first period goal by Brett Rooney. His third of the season. We're a little over a minute into the second period. Wristed in, glove by McBain. He'll leave it at the side of the net. Rooney up the boards, chipped along by Mannion. Sanford looking to work it back out in front. Camadilla on the backhand just fired it off of Mannion's arm. And it's free to the corner. Selesky kept in by Foster. Second effort by Sanford keeps it even further. Murad to center. Fed towards goal, sticked away. And now moved out by the Engineers. McGivney across, shot from Camadilla turned away. Second effort out the side of the net. And McGivney had it stolen, and back come the Wildcats into the zone. Holmes drops it off. Played around to the near side. Excuse me, that was Murad. Here's Richardson. Faulkner, stick handling to center. He'll shoot it in. Stop there by the goaltender Sola. Here comes New Hampshire to center. Matthew Lambert on the carry to the circle. Pulls it back, centering pass all the way through. McGivney on the stick handle. He'll ring it in. Sola trying to work it out near side. Played ahead, a little too hot to handle for Scansarella. And now we get a cover up by the goaltender Sola. 17:03 to play in the second period. 2-1 RPI leading. Shot coming, turned away. Another shot turned away by Sola. A try. Sola makes that pad save, trying to stick home the rebound. It's loose. The net comes off. We get a whistle. Draw one backwards or push forwards by the Engineers. Either way, New Hampshire has it out to center, all the way to Rooney. He'll scoop it high in the air back the other way. Bouncing puck will be tracked down by Rourke. Engineers touch up, trying to go after it again. Veluza. Centering pass. Sprague put it wide. He hit his teammate behind the goal, Brown, with the shot. Engineers trying to stick handle the center. That was Rooney. Fed on further. Too hot to handle for DeVault. And Rourke, the captain, back to pick it up for New Hampshire. Rourke to center, intercepted by Sanford. Tried to stick handle free from Holmes. Now he gets it back. Fed to the front of the net. Knocked away by Rourke. Sanford tracks it down once more. Keeps it in the zone. Thrown towards the net. Rourke swats it away. And now it'll be shot to center by Andrew Caskey. And all the way down. In on goal. Covered by McBain. Sanford to take the draw. Up against Murphy, who I was convinced played defense for New Hampshire. I guess I'm wrong. Not the first time I've been wrong today. Anyway, Murphy's a center. That explains why he's been so offensive today. Ambry for RPI. Left behind the goal, Richardson. Too far for Camandella? No, he'll track it down. Touched on for Mannion, a little too far. Sanford shoots it up the wall. Holmes back to pick it up, or make it Harrington rather, for New Hampshire. Left behind the cage. Harrington once more. Murad through center ice, on for Holmes, trying to take a shot, broken up. Played wide of the goal, Harrington now. Selesky leaves it in the circle, Mannion chops at it. Murphy jumps on it, off a skate on a centering attempt. High in the air to relieve some pressure, bouncing puck skips by Harrington, he'll have to go back and track it down. Played up the boards. In on goal from Scansarella. Now broken up at the line. Quarry. Kicked at. Shot in by Devin Sprague. Austin Sprague back in the box. Although it is just a 10-minute misconduct, so no power play for RPI. Now we have a hit here and an interference call coming up, I believe, on New Hampshire. Yes, it is. They're going to get Ossinger out of Nashua, New Hampshire, to the box. Forgot to tell you, the first power play, or excuse me, the first period, UNH had a 16-5 edge in shots on goal. This is a power play for RPI in the 2-minute interference call. and cannot be kept in at the line. Embry has to be careful now. He's going to draw a penalty. It's going to be a hook. A hooking interference call. Sure. So that'll do it for the RPI power play. It lasted just 8 seconds. We'll play 4-on-4 here for a couple. Still 13.5 left in the second period. No goals here so far as DeVolt walks a couple of Wildcats and moves it into the corner. DeVolt stops there, walking right in, takes the shot off the back of the net. Morad. Groark. Long outlet pass. Skips through Hewitt. He got some of it. Trying to work it up one-handed into the zone. Now he stops at the point. Chopped back out to center. Controlled there by Brent Rooney. Right now, Rooney has the go-ahead goal. Hewitt, the other. Opening salvo of the game. Came off the stick of Hewitt. Now Arister goes wide on the attempt by Groark. Caskey to Groark, one-timer wide again. Spinning puck picked up behind the net by Hewitt. He'll stick handle before finding Camadilla. Cross-ice feed. Rooney, he'll track it down after it came off his stick. Hits the linesman, Rooney kicks it to himself. Sanford into the zone. Rooney stays on it. Still 4-on-4 for another 37 seconds as the puck is played in the corner of the UNH zone. Caskey. Backhand flip to center ice. On comes Murphy. Has a man crash in the net. It's Holmes. It pops off his skate. And now the Engineers can break the other way. Teo Camadilla on the move. Sanford trailing. Backhand flip. Sanford fires wide. You could see it coming a mile away. Camadilla waiting for Sanford to join the play. And then his one-time rip. Just missed wide left. McGivney now again for the Engineers. In the air to center, trying to find Camadilla. Jumping on it, and he is offside, but just by a hair. Very close play at the line. Camadilla took the shot anyway, but it was so close and so quick that the whistle and the shot came nearly simultaneously. The pass came from the RPI end, so that's where the faceoff will come. Devin Sprague to take it for New Hampshire. And it's fired all the way down. We have a power play only for 8 seconds. Good awareness by the Engineers to realize that and know that they could shoot the puck all the way down the ice without repercussions. Flipped in by Scansarella. Played around by Richardson. The penalty, of course, now over. The power play, I should say. Centered in front, saved by McBain on a close-range try by Scanarella, and now he covers. That stop tougher than it may seem from here. He had to make the point-blank stop, did McBain, but he has been solid in this one. 15 saves in the first period. He stopped everything here in the second. So far, we're not halfway through it. Veluzzi spinning away from Foster. Giacomo. Veluzzi. Richardson takes out the man. McGivney off, and now Yoon breaking. Can't quite find him. Selesky's going to win the race. For the icing call, it was very close to the dots, and the hybrid icing goes in favor of New Hampshire here. Yoon leading a 3-on-2 rush now. Broken up at center ice. Foster jumps on a loose puck. He'll move it in. Broken up. Along the far side by Ossinger. Cleared out to center. Too many men called on New Hampshire. Lambert wasn't to the bench yet, and it was touched by the man coming off. That was Groark. A horribly timed puck up the wall. for New Hampshire. Someone's going to have to serve this bench minor. Usually 10-minute misconduct penalties aren't too big of a deal, but when you're New Hampshire and your top scorer's in the box for half of the period, it could be just a bit. Engineers unable to take advantage so far, but Austin Sprague continues to sit in the penalty box for another 4.5 minutes. Joining him now to serve the penalty is Patrick Holmes. Power play for the Engineers. Chance of the man advantage here. Shot coming. Save made by, looks like a new goaltender. I'm not sure when that happened. Maybe someone can tell me. We've had a new goalie in there all period for New Hampshire. That is Neil Scansarella out of Pompton Lakes. New Jersey. Shot tipped wide of goal. Kept in by Richardson. He's got some pressure on him. Olivieri off the skate of Hennick. Clearing try. Kept in Richardson. Up the boards Olivieri. Threw it into the skates of the man in front of him. He'll tap it back to Richardson. Back to Olivieri along the wall. Louis Olivieri. Fed to the point, far side. That play broken up at the line by Murphy, who wants a change. He'll get it here. Richardson back to pick it up for the Engineers. Long outlet pass to center connects. DeVault on for Sanford. Sanford doesn't see the man behind him, picks his pocket, clear to center. Hewitt fell down. And now a huge hit along the boards on Voloshin by Rooney. Sanford moves it up ice. Rung in by Rooney. Scansarella couldn't track it down. Here's Rooney. Slapper coming. Blocker save by Scansarella. Groark gets overtaken, but backing him up on the play and clearing it was Kasky. So allowing 2 goals on 5 shots as that quick one from Devin Sprague is held on to. Trying to catch McBain napping there. Not the case. Still 10 seconds of power play time left. Solis made just 3 saves on 5 shots in the first period. That could lead to the benching and the goaltender change, which I apologize to not bring to you sooner. So does Scantarella in net for UNH. Out of the box is Holmes, poking at it to Camadilla. Valuzzi had to touch up, and now Camadilla knocks down an aerial puck at the line. Stealing it away was Johansson. Quarry dumping in, Mannion behind the goal. Fed on for Camadilla, right out in front. And it's picked away by Valuzzi. Wrist shot save McBain, cleared to the corner by Hewitt. Harrington rings it to the far side corner. Rooney takes a bump there from Brown. They continue to tangle to the point, kept in, slap shot over the top, off the stick of Selesky. Camadilla, cross ice feed, connects to Mannion, who looks to be hobbling a bit. Or just relaxing out there, can't tell which. No, he looks to be hurt a little. Rooney for Mannion, ring back around. Hewitt on for Yoon. Good connection ahead. Jumping into the attack once more is Rooney. Right to the net, and he feeds it wide of goal. He never got the shot off. He'll take this shot here off his defender and in to Scansarella, who holds on to it there. That was nearly friendly fire there from UNH. McNamara tipped it to his own goaltender. 6:58 left in the second. We're playing 5-on-5 hockey here. Foster, slap shot coming, save made, interference on Query, and that will draw a whistle. Face off outside the zone. Scansarella behind for McNamara. Foster reads the play, but he can't keep it in the zone. Broken up there. Morad carries on, played up the wall. McGivney takes a hit from McNamara. Yoon gets rubbed off the puck as well. Holmes behind. Murphy on further as they're out to center. Penalty coming up here. Nope, that was just an offside, delayed offside, I beg your pardon. Yoon in, fed across, one-time try to vault. That pass handcuffed him just a bit and he wasn't able to connect. Back the other way, it's Grork. Walking right in, he'll wrap around to the far side, threw it in front. Nobody home. Hennick now. Cross-ice connection is good. Hewitt can't control the pass, however. And now moving in offside, or not, were the Wildcats. We play on. Hewitt for DeVault, chomping at it. Kept in by New Hampshire. Centering pass swatted away by Hewitt. Hennick off the boards in the air. Played on further by Olivieri for DeVault. They're onside. DeVault still on the puck. Picks it up in the high slot, working it down low. Tapped on goal. Olivieri was turned away. DeVault just missed a hit along the boards. Kasky moving in. Quick wrister held by McBain. 5:02 to go, second period. 2-1 Engineers lead. Sanford poking at it. Helped out to center. Sanford gets it back. Blind backhand pass ahead for Camedilla. He'll try to walk in front. Camedilla to net. He scores! What a play by Teo Camedilla. He walked right to the net front and stuck it up over the shoulder of Scansarella. It's 3-1 RPI. Terrific drive from the senior who just turned the corner on the defender. A couple of very pretty goals in this game for the Engineers. A couple of seniors here getting the job done. Camedilla walked right to the net and stuck it up top. 2-goal lead for the Engineers for the first time this evening. McBain leaves it at the side of the net for Rooney. Rooney help to the corner. Madonna pinned up. Shot around by Kyle Scansarella, not the one playing goaltender. And we get a puck covered by McBain. Sprague a wrister right on. Save McBain. He'll cover up. So Austin Sprague, who was in the box for 10 minutes of this period, is now out. He set up the first goal, and he'll take another shot. That one trickles off of McBain. Wraparound try in front. McBain again. Save! No, it's in the net. McBain just couldn't squeeze the pads together on that second try, and you can't keep giving Austin Sprague that many opportunities. Eventually he's going to bury one, and he does there. Goal number 20 for him on the year. He nearly had the first goal. They just determined that Brown touched it last on its way through. Another look. for me at least. 3-2. So Camadella's goal, big. As the Engineers maintain their lead despite the goal by Sprague. Now he tries to walk it in on his own right off the center ice draw. Big hit thrown on Ambry, but he's able to clear, and did a little too well clearing the puck. It's out of the ice, and we get a new puck from our scorers table. 3:54 on the clock, second period. RPI back to a 1-goal lead here. That 2-goal advantage was very short-lived. Foster up the wall off of the stick of DeVault. Pinballs around a bit. Austin Sprague will play it back, but DeVault nearly stole it away. To the point now, kept in by Foster. And that one took a funny hop off the glass and went into the netting. We'll have another face-off coming up here. Olivieri takes a bump along the boards. DeVault will kick at it. Centering pass all the way through. Sticks were tied up, including Adam Hennigs. Didn't allow him to get anything on that one. Now Foster walks it back the other way, takes a hit and goes down. Up the boards and a chance for a 2-on-1. Murphy with Holmes. Feed behind him, picked up there by Kasky. His shot comes all the way through. Grork. Intentionally fired wide, thrown off the back of the net by Murad. And now the Engineers have it. Cleared to center. Here's Ambry. Turned into the zone. The Engineers are onside. Slap shot coming. Glove stopped there by Scansarella. And he will hold on. 2:42 on the clock now. Back and forth game, as we do see most of the time here in ACHA hockey play. A lot of high-scoring games. The last RPI TV broadcast we had for you was a 6-5 final between Central Connecticut State and the Engineers. RPI losing by the single goal. Thrilling comeback, however, just came up short. Selesky for New Hampshire. Gloved by Sanford. Those long legs. Trying to get him going in the right direction. He's poked away. Hewitt right back out to center. And all the way down, they wave off the icing. Out of the net, Scantarella to play. Does a nice job to just get it to center ice, where it's flipped in by Kyle Scansarella. Clearing effort. Captain Selesky, wrist shot blocked, knocked out of the air. Could have been a high stick. And they wave it off. Well, when Sean Sanford plays the puck with a high stick, you have to imagine it's high, but refs don't see it the same way. Tipped wide of goal all the way through. Hewitt let it run through his legs to the corner. In the air to the point, kept in by Selesky, poked free. So Camadello wants to skate, Madonna with him, and they're offside. Madonna doesn't agree. He thought he dragged that left foot. The officials say no, and it indicates a scoring opportunity for the Engineers. 1:36 to go in the second. 3-2 RPI holding on to the lead over New Hampshire. Sticked away there by McBain. Now Ambry. Good indirect off the wall. Faulkner. Right back come New Hampshire. Backhand shot saved by McBain. He's looking for the top right corner. Was Dominic Veluzzi. But no, he was denied. Sprague blocked. Shot out of the zone. Tipped on by Hennick. Race for the puck. Hennick's going to get there first. Has Brown on his back. Blind backhand and pass in front. Comes free to DeVault. Now Olivieri. He's tied up. Centered again. Given away Hewitt. Wrist shot coming. He just missed the net. Looking for the top right corner. Now it's Rooney. Fed along for Hewitt. Steered it up ice. Veluzzi plays it back. Lots of pressure coming. Kasky gets the pass away. 33 seconds to go in the period. Stick handling broken up. Hennick had it for a second. Was actually knocked away by the skate of a teammate. Hennick once more in the air to center. 19 seconds to play in the period. Groark up ahead. Broken up by Camadilla, trying to feed it back to him. Too far, and now Kasky has it for New Hampshire. Veluzzi, 3 seconds. Kasky a wrister. That one's blocked in front by Rooney, and that'll do it for the period. The Engineers maintain their 1-goal lead as both teams score in the frame. Teo Camadilla picks up the goal for the Engineers. It is his 15th on the year for Camadilla, now tied with Olivieri for the team lead. We will step aside here at the Houston Fieldhouse and be back with the third period. You're watching RPI ACHA Hockey on RPI TV. Action here in the third period. 3-2 is the RPI lead. Knocked down by Sanford, and now he'll carry into the attacking zone. Sanford turns around at the point, leaves it down low for Madonna. Knocked out of the air by Grork. He'll skate with it out the other way. That one knocked away. Hewitt over skates, kicked by Olivieri. Knocked away, but right to Hewitt. Now Madonna to center. Here is Harrington for New Hampshire. Selesky. Well, who wants the puck? Kind of sat on the ice there. Played on for Olivieri. He can't control either. And DeVault over skates. Did they let the ice freeze here? Is it still wet? I can't tell. Brown out of the corner. Hennick takes a big hit, and the puck comes trickling on goal. Scantarella's going to cover it and get a whistle. Puck out of play, or puck out of the zone and back in, and that'll draw a whistle as Leach is looking to skate up ice with it. Hewitt trying to clear to the point. Slap shot coming. That hit bodies in front, and now Camadilla wants to go. The race to the line is moot because the goaltender plays it. Scancarella. Here is Devin Sprague moving in. Good stick by Rooney over there to break up the centering. Pass comes trickling in on goal, and McBain covers it up. Shot by Caskey, and he scores right over the shoulder of McBain. McBain went down to the butterfly. I don't think he saw the shot initially. Bouncing puck. Hennick tries to play. We're tied at 3 here. DeVault at the side of the net. Feeding it in front. Hennick couldn't get his stick on it. Now Brown looks to clear. In on goal. Sticked away by McBain. 4 minutes into the third period. We have ourselves a tie game here. Harrington. Sprague, stick handling, offside of the line. Looked pretty close. Whistle it down. Played into the zone by DeVault. To the point, wrister coming, that's blocked, played out to center ice. A chance to break here. Scansarella, well, he was offside, and so is Brown. And the Engineers shoot it down. They didn't have to. There was a couple of players that were in an offside position there. So RPI had more time than they thought they did. And they ended up icing the puck. Played to the point here. Shot coming right on, and a save by McBain. Came from the point by Leach on the near side. Alexander Ossinger is listed as number 4, but they have a man named Leach there. Probably Brendan Leach from Wolfboro, New Hampshire. Brendan Leach to pick it up behind the goal. Taken away by Quarry, fed towards the goal. We got a penalty coming up here as Patrick Quarry was slashed, knocked the stick out of his hand, and the Engineers will go on the power play. 14-19 to go, third period, and a man advantage opportunity on the horizon here. Mannion to the point. Rooney blocked by Holmes. Mannion battling with his legs there to try and win it back, and the Engineers do. Fed in front. Fanning on the shot was Sanford, kept in. Rooney pulls it back, takes a shot that was blocked. Rebound loose in the slot, and it's going to be cleared. Out comes the goaltender. Oh, he nearly gave it away to Holmes, but McBain gets some help. Played to center. Here's Sanford leading a 2-on-2 rush into the zone. Sanford turns back towards the point. Fed up the boards, right to Holmes, who clears it out again. Minute 18 to go on the RPI power play. New Hampshire trying to change. Engineers trying to catch them in said change, although they do so unsuccessfully, depending on how you look at it. Successful for the Wildcats. Rooney shooting in. Mannion tracks it down in the corner. Minute to go in the power play. Fed through. One-time shot goes wide. Camadilla shot off the pad, and it's cleared all the way out to center. Camadilla's shot from right along the goal line. Not a lot to shoot at. He's just trying to create a rebound. Unfortunately for him and the Engineers, the puck pumped all the way out to center ice. Here's Tanner Richardson down the middle. Sanford into the zone. He'll chip to the corner. 30 seconds to go on the power play. DeVault down low. Rattled around. Kept in by Richardson. To the point. Ambry shot. Skips all the way through. Clearing effort and a man breaking, trying to find Sprague. That being Austin Sprague. Doesn't work. Back out to center come the Engineers. Cross ice feed into the skates of Olivieri. He can't control. Loose puck. Sliding play. Penalty coming here. And we're going to have another slashing call. This time they're going to get Brendan Harrington. So right back to the power play. The Engineers have been given opportunities here. They'll have 2 seconds of 5-on-3 time. Some discussion going on here. Interference is the call. I thought it was a slash. Still trying to sort out the situation here. Leach is in the penalty box, but there's also an RPI player in the box. So I think they are offsetting. Embellishment was the call. Okay. That explains a little bit more. Leach out. So we're back to even strength here. 5-on-5 hockey with 12 minutes to go. Mannion throws it right onto the tape of Groark, who then feeds it on for Scansarella. To the net, and they score right out in front. It trickled in past McBain. And it's 4-3 New Hampshire. I don't know how that one snuck in. Looked like Scansarella was the last one to get a touch on it. And New Hampshire leads for the first time. Kyle Scansarella, just his second of the season. Hewitt chips to center. Quarry can't quite control it. Rooney skips on for Yoon, and now into the zone. Quarry. McGivney fed back to the point, kind of half fanned on the pass. Now Rooney's upended. Skips by Yoon, and now here's Hewitt. Walking right in, save made. As it was Brown driving the net. But McBain made the stop.
UNH scored goal tonight, scored number 44, Kyle Sansorella, who's assistant number 5, Harrison Volition. Time of the goal, 11:07.
Engineers from behind their own net. We're halfway through the third period. Dartmouth, or excuse me, New Hampshire. With its first lead here. Collision along the boards. Shot coming and a save by McBain. Right back out in front and all the way through. McNamara cycling. Lofted in the air, and McNamara will jump right back on it with the glove and shoot it back in. Caskey, slapper coming, glove but not held, fired through, and now a hit along the far boards. One-timer wide of goal, came off the stick of Murphy. Puck high in the air. A lot of players lost sight of it. Groark has it for New Hampshire. There's a penalty upcoming here as Hennick goes into a collision with Groark in the corner. I think they're going to get Hennick for something here. Not a good time for it. Double minor on Hennick. And if my math is correct, that's just about half the time we have left in this game. So the Engineers will either need a shorthanded goal or need to hold on here and see if they can get one in the final 4.5. Either way, a big spot in this game. Murat walking in, wrister hit the leg of Rooney. Austin Sprague. Slapper off the base of the net. Sanford trying to poke it free, can't do so. Off a skate, Sanford wants to go. Camadilla trying to get on the end of that one, but it's picked off by Rourke. Veluzzi. Sprague gets shoved. And we get a whistle here and a puck held. Still a long way to go on the Hennick double minor. Kept in at the point. Brown. Fed near side for Devon Sprague. That's broken up and the Engineers clear. Played behind now by Scansorella. And now Caskey for New Hampshire. To center ice. Moving in. All the way around, it's Murphy for Devin Sprague. Now back to Murphy. Caskey a drive right on and a save, no rebound allowed by McBain. So halfway through the double minor or thereabouts, 6.5 left in the third period. UNH has a 4-3 lead in this one. Face-off coming outside the RPI zone. Corralled there by Austin Sprague. Sprague, Grork. Murad a shot. That hit the crossbar. I think it glanced off the crossbar on a play. We'll have a stoppage here. 6:08 to go. Grork. Murad works it down low. Voloshin fed to the far side, and it's covered again, this time by the blocker hand of McBain. To the point, Grork, Murad. Up top, Grork back to Murad. Minute to go on the power play. Engineers in desperate need of a kill at least. That one's trickled all the way through. And the net came off again, I think. Or did it? Faceoff will remain in the RPI zone. That one hit a shin pad, kept in. Shot in front, save by McBain. Clearing effort all the way down by Sanford. Five seconds to go on the power play. Olivieri plays it into the New Hampshire zone. Out of the box is Hennick. They kill off the double minor, but now the Engineers still with work to do down a goal. Wristed on goal and a glove stop by McBain. He'll hold on. Draw coming up here in the RPI zone. Sanford up against Murad. RPI wins it. The clearing play not going to leave the zone, although the shot in the end was blocked. Sanford back behind the net. Ambry trying to jump on it there. RPI having trouble just getting out of their own zone, let alone into the attacking end right now. Sprague walking in, trying to get around Ambry. Knocked away by Richardson. Centering pass broken up. Veluzzi. Loose in front of the goal. Shot and a save by McBain on Veluzzi. Again, McBain has been big. He's given up the 4 goals, but he kept the Engineers in it, making a number of stops just like that one. Still some time left in this one for RPI to try and muster something here. 3:45 to go. We'll play 5 aside. Harrington keeps it in. He'll flip it backhand to the wall. Poked out to center ice. Bouncing puck. On for Query. His wrister is held by Scansarella. McGivney. That one wrapped off his stick. Now here's Rooney for RPI. Played it around. Off the back of the net was the man who gave the lead to the visitors, Kyle Scansarella. That time he can't get it to go. Side of the cage, 3 minutes to go. RPI needs to get the puck back first before they can think about trying to find a tying goal, and a chance now to break out. Faulkner into the attacking zone. Back out to center. Rooney throws a hit into Scansarella. Glove down by Hewitt. 2:39 left. Poked on in. Fanning on the hit was Hennick as it was dodged by Holmes. Hennick trying to jump on a loose puck, played ahead by McNamara. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in regulation. RPI down 1. DeVoltson to try and chase it down. He has Rourke to deal with. Holmes. And now here comes Murphy. Lots of speed. 3-on-2 into the zone. Drop pass Murad. Far side. All right, out in front. What a stop made. McBain denies him there. And now a puck out to center. DeVault trying to jump on it. Run into by Caskey. Spectacular save at the other end of the ice for the freshman McBain. How quickly will they have a chance to pull him now is the question. Ambry has his man pinned against the boards in the corner. Olivieri back to help out as well, but the clock ticking away on the game. Scooped in the air and all the way down the ice. Will this be icing? Yes, it will. RPI will not be allowed to change, although the whistle comes at a decent time for them. Just to maybe just get things sorted out. I know icings aren't the way you want to do it, but they take a deep breath and gather themselves. And now RPI will use its timeout. 1:11 to go. Down a goal, 4-3. See how the Engineers deal with this one here. RPI will need to get the puck up ice quickly. Here we go. Engineers have something planned. They try to clear it out far side. That doesn't do it. .56 seconds to go. Into the zone comes Sanford. Off comes McBain. Centering pass in front. Loose, and it goes across the front of the goal mouth. Stays out of the net. Where is it? It's under a pile. And Belusi trying to clear, but he's all tied up by a couple engineers. Kicked at by Rooney. Sanford still arguing. There's a man down at the side of the goal, and he's not getting up. There's an injured UNH player. I have no idea what happened. There was a giant pile up at the side of the net. 38.1 seconds remain, but this is a scary situation. He's lying on his back. So this will extend things here. With this delay, we'll be back with the final 38.1 seconds as he's back up on his feet. We won't go anywhere, I guess. Clearing try, glove down by Richardson. Puck out to center anyway. There's an empty net to my right. As there are 6 skaters on for RPI, they move it into the zone. But a chance to clear here off the glass. Not kept in by DeVault. That one left the zone, and that'll be a whistle. 22.2 to go. Flipped in on goal, picked up by Kasky. 20 to go in the game. To the point, Camadilla with 14. Near side slap shot coming, did not catch it cleanly. 10 seconds to go. Played behind the cage with 6. To the near wall. Rooney had his stick lifted with 1, and that will do it. The empty netter comes a few ticks late, and it is a 4-3 victory for New Hampshire. The Engineers let this one slip away in the end. They held leads all the way up until this third period. A 2-goal third for the Wildcats give them a 4-3 victory. I'd like to thank you for watching tonight's game. It's been a production of RPI TV. You're watching ACHA Hockey on your home for Engineers Hockey. RPI TV.